Alright, so can licensed cars and brands get deleted from Driving Empire? Now, I'm not a dev, and even if you ask a dev this question, they're not going to answer it really truthfully. They're going to say that, the cars would never get removed and stuff like that. But if you know licensing, it doesn't last forever, and eventually it will go away. So, for example, if we look at some of the big games like Forza, The Crew, and all that, mostly Forza because they have a kind of good example with this. So, basically, Forza has their games, and once their licensing expires and stuff like that, then the game goes away. Like, the whole game goes away. So, recently, I think late 2024, whatever, Forza Horizon 4 went away from... You can't get Forza Horizon 4 anyway online anymore because, well, the licensing expired. And to be honest, it's kind of weird because this is a Roblox game, so it might not apply the same as Forza does. Like, this is very different to Forza. This is a very different style, and this is not the same as Forza. But I'm just trying to use the example as licensing. So basically, when Forza expires licensing, the game goes away. It disappears. And they normally get licensing for, I think 5 years maybe? Or maybe, I don't know. But say Driving Empire was to get licensing for 5 years. The game's not obviously going to go away, which is, now a little bit weird because how else are they going to do it? And one way is that either Driving Empire renews the licensing, and that depends on how long the licensing, or they bought the licensing already. So say Pagani, we've already had Pagani in game for over a year now, like a little over a year. The Driving Empire, for example, this is not actually anything. This is literally just me using my thoughts as an example. But say Driving Empire bought licensing for Pagani for 2 years, right? Driving Empire only has less than a year left before they have to renew that license. Otherwise, Pagani won't be in the game anymore. Now, with it being removed and stuff like that, I don't think the cars get removed. This is also just a thought. I don't think the cars actually get removed when licensing expires. I think what will happen, which it will eventually happen, the cars will have to be put off sale. Now, I don't think Driving Empire will let the cars really go off sale if the game is, carrying on going. If the game is big and the licensing expires for a car brand, they're probably just going to renew it. I don't think they would just not. Now, another thing they could do is make another Driving Empire style game. So they could call it Driving Empire 2, and then in another 5 years, Driving Empire 3. And they'd kind of do like Forza Horizon does, because obviously Forza Horizon had Forza Horizon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 is coming out. I don't even know when, but I don't think Driving Empire is going to have another game, because like I said, this is on Roblox. It's a way different style than it is, Forza on big game and stuff like that. But eventually there will come a time where Driving Empire won't be as big. It probably will be very far into the future, because I don't see the game dying in 2 years really. Yes, they obviously are just adding licensed cars at the moment, but in the future there will be a lot more stuff for the game, so I don't think it'll be dead then. But in the next 5 years, the game might not be at it where it is right now, because 5 years is a very long time. The game will be 10 years old then. But yeah, I really don't know what will happen in the next coming years, for Driving Empire. But all I do know is if the game is still up, Driving Empire is going to keep renewing the licensing, because at the end of the day, they want to keep making the money from licensing and players playing the game, because every day there's new players joining and, checking out the game, and it's going to be that way for a while. But in the future, once the game possibly, very distant future, like I said, when the game stops getting players and stuff like that, cars might have to be taken off sale. And I mean, if they just abandon the game might get taken down in the future, because obviously licensing expires and they can't keep the game up or they can't keep the game up with the cars in it, I guess. So like, I have no idea, but Pagani's the only one we've had the longest as of right now, and I would say they probably bought licensing for like 2 to 3 years maybe, just because like obviously it's new, but they will probably renew it. At the end of the day, Driving Empire is a company, or Voldex is a company, sorry, so they are going to obviously do what's best for the company. They do want to have, you know, good things come to the game because obviously it excites players, and players get excited for the car brands, and then more players come to the game, and yada yada, you know, you get the point. Voldex is a company, so they will do what actually gets them money, which is fair, you know, it's fair. At the moment, I don't see, you know, the game dying as of such, really. Like, as long as they actually do have exciting updates like they've been saying, because they have been saying that they're going to add stuff that is new and not just licensed cars, which to be honest, licensed cars are amazing, don't get me wrong, but the game is definitely dry on other content at the moment. Like, at the moment, the game, you race, you own a house, there's not much else you do. Like, Forza has all these challenges, other games has all these challenges. The game at the moment has daily quests, and that's it. After you do your daily quests, which don't even take that long by the way, you're done for the day. Like, you can't do weekly quests and stuff like that. It's just done, which is kind of like silly, I think. I feel like there should be events in game, there should be exciting things, there should be things to keep people entertained with the game, stuff like that. And obviously, kind of getting off track there, but just to recap it, licensing will expire in the future. It's just like, it's gonna happen basically, and if the game is popular, they will renew the licensing because they want to keep players, you know, entertained with the game, enjoying the game, and buying the cars, and you know, stuff like that. But if the game isn't as popular, there's a very, very low chance that they renew the brands and then they just let the cars go off sale. And honestly, at the point, there will be a point where the game will probably be abandoned, and none of these cars, if we go to the dealership, none of these cars here will be available. But I hope that is in the very distant future at the moment, because Driving Empire is popular, and it's only at the start of the licensing at the moment. But we'll have to see where Driving Empire goes with things like this. I want to just quickly make sure that you know that the cars aren't going to get removed anytime soon. It is just a thought to have for the future, because it will eventually happen. Tell me how long you think Driving Empire will be popular for. Personally, to me, I think another like 3 years if they keep going what they're doing. If they add more exciting updates, probably even longer, to be honest. Like, the car community I don't think is going to die anytime soon. And with, you know, Roblox adapting to new stuff like this is licensing, it's really new. So I don't think it will die anytime soon. There's still so much to, you know, go through and go on. There's a lot of time, but anyway, that's about it. I don't want to keep yapping. Have a good day.